Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to be down 3 loves to get out of that position, but I'm happy. I think I served 2 good serves and gave myself a chance. And I think he played a good point at 3-2, and it was 4-2 him. But from them, I returned well and served well to be up 5-4, I think. And from there, I played 2 good points and won that set.
Any leftover fatigue from yesterday? Was it a quick turnaround?
No, I'm not really that fatigued. I actually practiced yesterday after my match and today, so I'm still ready. I've got so much energy. This match for me was physically nothing, so I have to get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit more intense because Jarko plays a lot of balls back in the court and he moves it really well, so I've got to be ready for that. And fitness-wise, I'm ready, so there's no problem.
We'd like to get that win after 3 losses to Florian.
Yeah, it is, because he's one player that I don't like playing, and there's always these guys on tour we don't like playing. And for me, he was a very difficult opponent the last few years that I faced, and I'm just happy I won, and I knew I was confident playing him, and I play well.
What does that indicate about where your game is at the moment? The fact you've overturned that and beating him straight sets.
Yeah, it's just shown that I'm improving so much. Even after the match, he said, you're serving unbelievable, and there's nothing I can do. And it's good to hear this from all the players I'm playing. There's talk now that I'm serving really good, and and my ground strokes are really good too. I'm moving really well, and there's nothing much I can ask for myself at this stage. Just I want to get on court and win matches and do well.
What is it about Florian's game that you found difficult to deal with?
I think just because he's smart, he understands my game, and it's difficult to hit some shots to him because he knows what's coming. I suppose other players struggle with my game a little bit. He's had a feel for it a few times and he's beaten me, so he's more confident. So playing him and getting the position today to play him is still difficult. He's a great player and beats the top 4 guys when he's playing well. So I'm happy that I did play good and win that first set, and I played pretty good in the second.
You clocked a 207 serve out there. What's your fastest been previously?
I think yeah, I did see that one, in fact, but I still can serve 10% bigger. I think 5% at least, another 5 to 10 Ks. It's just I don't go 100% on my serve. I like to serve at 90%, so I hit the spots, and that's what I'm doing now. Is I put a lot of work in and strengthen my shoulder up, and now 90% is still really at 200 kilometres an hour. And once you hit the spot, I think at 170, it's still going to be an ace, especially with the angle my serve's coming from. But I'm serving consistently at 190 and hitting my spots, so there's nothing these players can do, because I have a quick swing and I'm hitting my spots really well, and I'm happy with my serve.
Has that been the secret? Is it mechanical? Has it been getting more strength with your upper body?
Yeah, a lot more strength in my upper body. It's also important to be flexible as well, and I think I'm getting a lot of much more angle in the court, and it's not about how hard you hit the serve. I think I'm acing a lot of guys at 150, 160 out wide, because I've got one of the lowest trajectory serves that hits that juice corner, and I love serving like that. And even if they get it back, you've got the whole court to do anything you want with the shot. So the serve's really my key, where I've changed everything probably the last few weeks, as well as my attitude, and I'm playing really good tennis. I'm happy I'm doing this, and I want to keep it up.
So what exactly did you improve?
I hit a lot of serves, a lot of specific target practice on the serve, and it requires a lot of work. And serves, it's really boring to sit out there and just serve and serve. It's a very strange task, but I put a lot of hours into that serve, and now players are finding it difficult. So I'm happy the way I'm serving today, in particular, and over the past week.
Is it hard not to get overexcited at this point, given how good your start to the season has been, to sort of keep it level and not think too far ahead and just
Yeah.
match at this point?
Yeah, I think exactly. You're right. I think whereas before I think got carried away. I started overthinking, and now it's just who I play on that day, and I know my next opponent, and that's who I've got to beat. And I don't look too much ahead now, and just focus on who I have to play and play as best as I can, and that's what I'm doing.
5 seeds dropped out, 5 men's seeds dropped out of the draw today. Where are they? The draw is obviously going to open up a little bit.
Yeah, I saw John go down to Ryan. I think Ryan played well. Obviously Florian was seeded 5 and Gilles pulled out, I think. So there's a lot of open sections now. I'm obviously playing Yalka, the defending champion, so it's not easy. He's a good player and plays really good in these conditions. So I have to play good tomorrow and I have to serve well.
You said out of court that you were the most confident you've ever been. That's a fairly big statement given what you did at Wimbledon and last year here in Australia at the Open.
Yeah, no, I'm much more confident than I was in Wimbledon. Wimbledon for me was my first big tournament that I really did well in, and I wasn't under any pressure, and I was relaxed, and I was sort of the underdog, which felt good, and I could go for my shots. And now there still is the pressure, but I am really fit, and I know I've worked hard, so pressure sort of fades away when you know you've put in the hard work.
So what do you know now that you didn't know then when you made that splash in Wimbledon?
Oh, I mean, I think back then I was playing really good tennis as well, but I was much more relaxed, and I think I was down in qualifying in Wimbledon, and I was supposed to lose. I think I was down 4-3 in the third, and it's just amazing sometimes any tournament you can get through a first round match and it could be tight, and then you could win the tournament or get to the finals. But I've learned from that experience of playing Novak, especially in that quarters, and now this past week has shown me a lot about myself and how much I can improve, and I'm going to keep improving, and that's the important thing, that I get my ranking up high. Sorry, what was that? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm fine. I think now is this tournament and this task and playing tomorrow's match, and I'm not thinking about the Australian Open now. I'm thinking about tomorrow's match, and this is how I'm going to get the best chance, is to prepare every match and every tournament I play, and after one tournament focus on the next. And I know it's coming up really soon, and I'm feeling really confident, but I've got to keep winning matches here and keep going.
You said you trained yesterday after that game before you do heat. Would you have done that a year ago?
Nah, I wouldn't have. No. Every time I play now, I look at the stuff where I probably lacked on the court, and I go work on it for 10-15 minutes after. And that's the best time to do it, when you feel confident with yourself, when you've won, and there's a little thing that you probably didn't feel as good on court, and you go really target that and work on that really quickly. And I did that today as well, and I think I'm confident to play for tomorrow's match.
So what will you work on today?
Today I worked on a few of my returns. I think I let me down a bit in that first set. And it's really important that you know what you need to improve after a tennis match, and not just go back to the hotel and it's all done. You got to know what you need to do, what you need to improve. And as before, I probably wasn't looking into that stuff. Now I am. So I spoke to him. I was very clear. I don't think we'll be in contact till September, and then from there we'll see. That's all I can say.